You're watching MMA Oddsbreaker. I'm Frank Trigg. This week we're talking to Efrain Escudero, the main event coming up here on the next RFA card. Efrain, is there some weird beef between you and Dakota Cochrane, your opponent?
No, not really. I don't know. I don't know the guy. I don't have anything against him. It's just the next opponent standing on the line.
The only reason why I asked is because I text you, hit us to an interview for MMA Oddsbreaker. You got back to me right away. We set it up, and here we are. I hit Dakota like 4 times, and then finally today, I hit him up again this morning. I was like, hey, look, give me some kind of response. Can I interview you for MMA Oddsbreaker? His only response is no. No. I've interviewed you 5 different times. I've commentated on a dozen of your fights, and now it's no. I'm like, this is kind of weird. Maybe there's just some kind of beef between him and Efrain. So let me ask Efrain first. So it's obviously not you then. He just doesn't like me.
Yeah, no, there's no problem. We don't have anything against each other. Well, not that I know of. In my point and from where my standpoint, I don't have anything. It's all gonna be just me and him. It's another opponent standing on the line. I just got to do what I got to do.
What is this? You beating Dakota. What does this mean for your career? Where does it put you? Because you're 28 years old. You're still pretty young as far as the fight game goes. You've been fighting for a long time though, because you're 21-7. So you've got a lot of fights considering your age. Where does this fight put you in the scheme of your entire career so far?
This fight is, it's another fight. Put another win on my record. I'm working to get back into the UFC and do what I was intentionally hired to do. I wanna go in there and showcase and show the world that I am actually a true fighter, and I do have that Mexican warrior spirit, kind of like let's bring it, let's go out there, let's bang, let's have a good time, and let's enjoy our career. At the end of the day, I'm enjoying it. I love it. I love what I do. So this will put another win on my record, and then we're gonna go on to my next one.
With Cain Velasquez being the heavyweight champion and you trying to get back in the UFC, obviously there's a lot of Mexican pride that goes on. Do you think the UFC will do a better job this time if you get on a good winning streak? If you get back to the UFC and you get on a good winning streak over there, do you think they'll start giving you a little bit more of a push because Cain is in there too, and they're trying to get the Hispanic vote and the Hispanic viewership? Do you think they'll start pushing you guys a little bit more?
Yeah, I think they will happen. I think it's just a matter of time. When the UFC blooms in Mexico, we're still so caught up into boxing. That's our warrior spirit sport. That's what we face off on. Soccer and boxing. But at the end of the day, I'm doing a lot of seminars out in Mexico, and the young kids that are out there that are actually training now. Now they're not wanting to be the next Julio Cesar Chavez. Now they want to be the next Cain Velasquez, like you said, and Calvin is a good add up to the mix. And then so you have these people, but the parents are still so uneducated on the sport because it's a brutal sport. They turn on the TV, they're scanning through channels. All of a sudden, they see a guy on top of another guy covered in blood, and then they think it's a barbaric sport. But it's not a barbaric sport. And I think that generation, it's kind of like the younger generation that's going to introduce the sport to Mexico. And then, the UFC is planning on going to Mexico, Cain being the heavyweight champ. I think that if I do get back in the UFC, I stay on a winning streak, and, I keep representing, doing what I'm supposed to do, the UFC should do a great job at, marketing the Mexican market.
Now, is that one of the biggest reasons why you went to the RFA? Because RFA has this, I don't know if it's actually a written rule or they've done a lot already. They're pushing it themselves from a marketing standpoint. Look at Efrain Escudero, who's our main event, and then all of a sudden now he's back in the UFC. This is what they do with everybody that kind of jumps from RFA, main event, co-main event. They make them jump into the UFC, or when they make the jump, good job of marketing and pushing that guy. Hey, look, we're very happy the guy was with us for a short time. Now he's up in the big show. Is that one of the reasons why you went with the RFA and why they treat you so well?
Yeah, they do treat me very well. RFA has done a great job. I actually fought for them. I fought Tyson Griffin a while back, and they are a great promotion, a great company. Like I said before, like on the previous interviews, they have given the opportunity for us fighters to have another mainstream. Another like set organization. It's just back in the day, it used to just be UFC, and then Strikeforce, Bellator, Pride, and all those. They were all other markets, caliber fighters. It's just not like you're not gonna fight like newcomers at RFA. That's one of the things that I love like about the organization. You know, they go out there and they recruit kind of their fighters and stuff. Not like, you know, just Uncle Joe from across the street can, like, you know, get a fight there. And you know, you have to have like a well record and, you know, go from there.
All right, let's break down Dakota Cochrane, your opponent. How do you see him as an opponent? What do you think he's going to try and do to you once you guys get inside that cage?
You know, I saw his fight against Jamie Varner, and you know, he is one of those guys that is very strong. He's you know, he's a big build because I saw him. I seen him before. You know, we both fought on the same cards before. He's a very big guy when he's cutting weight still. You know, so I know he has a lot of muscle in him. He does do a lot of push kicks. You know, he's a very, like, you know, kind of well rounded. You know, he likes to make it into a dogfight. He feels comfortable if we're both in there trading punches. So he'll be comfortable there. And that's pretty much like what I see from him.
Did you have to bring anybody in special to your training camp to get ready for Dakota, or do you have enough training opponents already MMA lab just to battle with the guys you got?
I got plenty of guys. You know, he's not gonna hit me harder than Joe Riggs hits me. He's not gonna take me down harder than, you know, Benson or you know, some of the Grand Canyon wrestlers that we have in there. You know, he's not gonna submit me or like get close to submitting me with guys like Augusto Taquino, you know, Abu Dhabi champion. So, you know, we have top level classified, like, you know, top notch guys. You know, there was no need to bring people in. There was no need to do anything. It was just, you know, my coach is doing a great job at making sure that when I'm getting my sparring rounds, for him to put me with my correct opponents, putting me with my like those guys that are gonna mimic Dakota. So, you know, I'll be ready.
That's Efrain Escudero. He's fighting Dakota Cochrane coming up here on March 7th in RFA 13 out there in Lincoln, Nebraska. And it can be seen on Access Television here in the United States. Efrain, great job as always. I love interviewing you. Tell your daughter I said hi. Give her a hug and a kiss for me. And we'll definitely be talking to you after your fight, bud.
Sounds good, man. Thank you very much.